right.
Welcome to the DNB podcast. I don't even know what episode we're up to.
Number 6.
6.
I think.
That's more than one hand. That's pretty impressive.
Damn. Wait till we get to those double.
Depends if you're like one of those people that was born with like an extra finger.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. So that beautiful voice was Cameron, or Maker, as you might know him. And sitting right next to him is the legend Rivers.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah, not much. Shit, we've got to work out where we're going. Yeah, not much. Thanks for having us. Cool.
Yeah, welcome.
Come and have a little chit chat.
Maybe we need like a
coming in.
talking stick or something.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. It's a pleasure to have you guys.
No worries.
I
Thank you
know
for
we're all
having
a
me.
little bit hungover today.
That's it. Yeah, we
What?
finally got it after a few hiccups. Finally managed to get together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I think it's the third time we've tried.
Yeah. Yeah, my
Thanks
bad.
a lot, mate. Fucking asshole.
So, so the last time we tried to tee this up, it was like 10 or something in the morning, and we're all sitting around watching the Mark McGowan announcement saying, yep, we're going into another lockdown, and we were like, oh, shit, okay, do we do it or not? But then Cam was very hungover anyway, so
You're welcome. Did you guys a favour?
yeah, made the choice easy for us.
Yeah. There's no moral dilemma anymore.
Nah, not really.
That week was like the biggest roller coaster. Like the show's off.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
back on. I was like, and then it just
Yeah.
ended up being so good. It was just like,
Yeah. So that was the
Yeah.
Bunker reunion edition. That was a roller coaster of a week. Yeah, it was
that-
mental.
The week before the event was meant to go ahead, or was that the week of?
The week of. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It
Yeah,
was just nuts.
'cause we had to wear like masks and stuff before.
Yeah.
It was so weird walking through Northbridge and like everyone has masks on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird being in a club and everyone has masks, and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden 12 o'clock, just
Mask off.
fuck it, mask up.
I mean, it was like pretty normal for us because we work in like retail, but you work from home, right? So then going out and
Yeah.
seeing everyone wearing
Oh,
masks
yeah,
would have been
wow.
like a bit of
Yeah, just being at home for like 2 weeks and not seeing another human being and then going
Must be
out.
nice.
Well, it has its moments. It's pretty good most of the time.
yeah.
Yeah.
What
What
about
do
yourself? Were you working at the time?
yeah. So I'm in the Navy, so we're all crammed on this little ship, and then obviously everyone's wearing masks as well. So
Shit.
Yeah.
we're in
Wow.
such tight proximity, but I don't know. Putting the mask on obviously changes everything.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting that you still had to wear a mask in that little confined space. Like,
Yeah, it's like obviously they try to limit how many people are in certain places, but there's only so much you can do.
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
that situation.
I feel like a boat, well, like as it's happened before, but a boat would be like the worst place to get corona because it would just...
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that was obviously all the cruise ships have been
Yeah.
killed by that, and
Yeah.
there was a big US aircraft carrier. They got like 6,000 people on, and they had half their crew got infected.
whew.
Fucking hell.
Shit.
Pretty crazy.
Damn.
The old spicy coffee.
Yeah, not to make this into a COVID discussion. I'm sure there's enough podcasts and news episodes that you can see.
Yeah.
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 Well, everything goes that way anyway, right? Like,
That's true.
It all comes back to COVID.
That's it.
so with the reunion edition of the Bunker, how did you guys find that? So, Alex, you hadn't really played a gig for a while, so how'd you go?
Yeah, I had so much fun. When you messaged me for a gig, I was like, who's asking me to play a show? And then when it ended up being a reunion, I was like, oh, that makes sense. But I had so much fun. I was like, I obviously haven't played a set. I don't think I'd played maybe in the 3 years since I joined.
Yeah.
I can't remember, to be honest.
Wow. Yeah, so you were obviously a big deal before, and then you went off and joined the Navy.
Yeah.
It's very humble.
I used to love it, and then obviously I went away. So I was living in Melbourne for 2 or 3 years. I moved back about a year ago. But obviously, it's hard to keep up with it.
Definitely.
Actually, I think I did play one gig over in Adelaide during that time, which was pretty cool.
Oh,
So
yeah,
I
awesome.
flew from Melbourne to Adelaide, and I played lead up for AMC, which was wicked, because he's the man.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Pressure?
I don't think wasn't too much pressure, because whatever you do, it's going to get blown out of the water by him anyway.
I feel like
So,
it would be like playing after him.
I think that would be
Yeah,
even
true.
worse.
That
It's
would
like,
be a tough one.
The Perth show, Dino's playing after him.
Oh,
And I'm like, congrats, but fuck.
What do you even
Yeah.
do now? That
Nah, it's like...
after a 3-hour set, I think every DNB song that's ever been made has probably been played.
Yeah, especially at AMC pace.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then he plays a lot of the older stuff anyway, so...
Yeah, he
probably
plays
safe.
heaps of classics.
Yeah.
Heaps of classics. And
Makes
I feel like almost all of his tunes that he plays are all almost edits, where he will like, instead of it being like, you know, a 64 bar drop, he'll chuck it like a build up in the middle of it so he can just mix it out,
Yeah, right.
which is like, yes, I agree, which is pretty like clever. I mean, it doesn't take long to do, and it shortens like your mixing and makes it a lot like quicker.
Yeah. Do you do edits?
Yes. Yeah, I do. I try to do like almost every song I play. I try to make an edit, but sometimes I
Sick.
just get a bit lazy and just
Yeah, that's a lot
straight
of
out.
effort.
But
for
just
a set.
it just makes so much of a difference as well.
Mhm.
But yeah, it depends on kind of what kind of set you want to do as well. If you want like a really high energy set, then yeah, I'll want to play heaps of edits. But sometimes you just want to let tunes play out.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you heard anyone like talking shit about people that play edits?
No, I haven't really heard anyone like talking shit. I think like one of my mates made like a slight like dig at it, but no one like talking shit. Why is making edits not really like a popular thing?
Oh no, I think
It's-
like we.
We've only seen a couple of people say like, "Oh, no playing edits, like it's cheating playing edits," but it's like not really, because you have to be pretty
Still mixing
knowledgeable
a
to,
song.
to be able to put it together, right?
Yeah, for sure. The only time I feel like it's a bit cheeky is when you edit like a double and you
yeah.
play it
Yeah.
and pretend like you're mixing it. Then it's
Yeah.
like a bit questionable.
I don't think I've ever played any like double drop edits. I think probably the only time I ever did was when I was playing on RTR, because I've only got 2 CDJs and I wanted to play 3 songs and I
Yeah.
couldn't, so I just like pre-recorded a double drop. But like if I'm playing on 4 decks or 3 decks or whatever, I can just do it myself. Most of my edits are like, sometimes I like the second drop of a song more than the first one, so I'll swap them round, or I'll shorten the drop, or I don't know, I'll, like if I want to do like a metal song or something, I'll edit that in and do like a build up or whatever. But yeah, I don't really like have like an intro of one song and a drop of the other. Yeah, I'd just rather mix that myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's way more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think outside of DNB, that's more of a thing like mashups or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's literally mixing. Like, what else are you gonna do if you're not actually doing the mix
Yeah,
there
that's
live?
it.
Yeah.
That's
I think
true.
edits, I've done a few. Like I got Ableton. I never really got into producing. I didn't give it a huge crack, but obviously, I used Ableton mostly just for edits. Like
Yeah, okay.
a few older songs, you know, like Turbulence, and I know some older Andy C stuff where the tempo is a bit weird. I like pitch them to like 87 or something just to make it a bit easier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
A
pretty
few
clever.
tunes, sort of cheating. I guess I'd add like a bit more of a snare or something when there's not heaps to go off.
Oh yeah,
Just
so
so-
Yeah.
the intro's a bit
Yeah.
easy to
Freshen
mix
it
in.
up
So I
a
don't want
bit,
to
yeah.
clang it or something. But
Yeah, that's always stressful when you're mixing a tune with like basically no drums or anything, nothing to go by.
Messiah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Messiah. I chucked like a hat at the start because
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
pretty smart.
ambience.
Yeah.
Yeah. I played Messiah at the court, but I just like skipped most of the intro.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, it's just ambience.
yeah.
Yeah.
funny, so to circle back to the bunker, so my intro, I was so worried about clanging it because I did a Dimensions song, and I had something else I was going to play with it, and then I ended up missing where I was meant to start it, so I just let it drop by itself. So I was
no.
like, I got on the decks and it was so smoky up there.
Yeah.
And I like having the count up time on the CDJ, so I'm like, alright, I'm going to start it at 44 seconds.
Oh yeah.
And Aaron or someone before had the count down time, where it has
Yeah.
how long left in the track. And I was like, I hadn't touched the CDJ in so long. I was like, where's the button that changes the time? Yeah, it was alright. Stan had everyone so hyped, I don't think anyone really cared.
No.
No one really cared. No one in the crowd cares. If it's like only DJs cared what the mix is. Like,
Yeah. Only you notice if
Yeah.
you miss a cue point.
Depends how bad you clang it though.
Oh, you're
The-
clanging it.
That
Yeah.
the Motive show that you guys put on in Frio, the one that I played at, I think that was the first time I'd played, and my intro, I fucking clanged it, and I heard people go oh, and like leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
There
fucking
was like
clanged
there was
that
a
one.
part where I remember you like messed something up and you just kind of looked out and you were like, oh,
Yeah.
but you just carried on.
I'm at the stage
We all
now
do
where
it.
if I clang and I'm just like, yeah, whatever, I don't really care. Like earlier, when I started DJ, I would be like stressing about it, but now I'm just like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
It's happened.
Shit happens, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was really cool to have you guys playing at the bunker. What do you guys think of the Rechabite in the basement? Because you've been there before, Cam.
No.
You hadn't been there before?
I don't think so. Oh no!
Zombie
So I'd been
Cats.
there. No, I'd been there for VOE. VOE was the first time I'd been
yeah.
there, but I didn't go downstairs. So yeah, I just stayed upstairs the whole time. But yeah, I thought it was really cool. I like the lights along the
Yeah.
roof.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah.
They're sick. They're probably. Like,
Would you reckon, Alex?
Yeah, that was the second. I'd been there for an Eklund Sidetrack show. I can't remember. Adventures, the gig they used to run.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm a big fan of that kind of, because it's similar, you know, Amber sort of downstairs, sort of smoky, bloody, just little dungeon
Hot
almost.
box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that, and then the sewing room's a really cool club. I just like that sort of vibe. It's
Yeah.
not too big.
Yeah.
Just like-
Boiler room sort of
Yeah.
setup.
Yeah.
Good
I feel like
Underground.
Cricket's almost like a mini sewing room, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then was that the cage, did you guys bring that in?
No, it's
Ah.
provided by the venue, but it was
'Cause
so
that was
necessary.
that was a pretty cool little setup as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really
Trying
like
to,
that.
trying to keep people from like knocking it into the decks. It's so
Yeah.
annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That happened at the first one,
Yeah.
and then we had like table things in front of the decks, and they just put their drinks down, and then the drinks would spill, and it
yeah.
would go down onto like the power boards and
Oh,
stuff, and we're
nice.
like, not okay.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
fucking
So
stressful,
just like
that one.
cage it all up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're actually starting a new like regular event at a cool new club, which is kind of like the same vibe. It's like hidden underground kind of thing. Have you guys heard of Convenience?
I saw that post yesterday. I haven't been there, but I saw I think I saw it a little while ago, and I was like, huh, that's sick. And then I saw that post you did yesterday, because I was like, why are they going into a deli? And then I saw T-shirts on the wall, so I was like, oh, maybe they've got like merch in there or something. And then I saw the door open, and I was like, oh, that place. So you're doing stuff there?
Yes.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
cool.
that should be cool.
Yeah, we'll announce it in a couple of weeks, but yeah, like really cool venue, like same kind of like underground feel, and yeah, it's sick.
Yeah.
Mad Burgers.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think they do pizza nights as well.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, that'll be good.
So is it like a bar restaurant sort of thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Kind of like
Yeah.
Lucy's in a way.
I don't know what that is, but
Lucy's
Sure.
Love Shack. You never been there? It's what Amber is now.
Yeah, I haven't been there since.
So it's like a bar
Amber.
with they do pizzas and stuff as well.
oh no shit.
Mad.
Yeah, I haven't been there since it was Amber.
The acoustics are fucking terrible now. Yeah, like you go in there and you sit in one of the booths and it's just vibrating.
Oh wow.
Shit.
Yeah.
What's the joint where there's like, you can get the milkshakes there?
Oh, that's
Jack Rabbit's.
yeah,
Jack Rabbit?
Jack
Yeah.
Rabbit's. That place
Yeah.
is sick.
And that
You
place
go,
has
it's like
changed
it's
so
like a
many
50s like
Yeah.
themed little area.
It's
yeah.
from Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'd
yeah.
never seen that until, I only watched
Really?
it like a few years ago.
Yeah.
It was like, I went to Jack Rabbit's
Yeah.
not understanding the reference. I was
Yeah,
like,
well, like Jack Rabbit Slims, Zed's Dead is like the name was from that, and
Yeah.
Your Land to Be Cool as well.
So,
Yes, heaps of electronic DJs have got their names from Pulp Fiction.
well referenced.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think I saw Pulp Fiction when I was like 10.
Such a
It's
good
so
movie.
sick.
Such a good movie.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not a good movie for a
Not
10-year-old.
good. No, definitely not.
No, not at all.
Seeing someone's like head get blown off
Yeah.
in the back seat of that car was pretty traumatizing.
Pretty gnarly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again. That's so good.
Well, I was thinking we could talk about how you guys first got into drum and bass and like your journey from how you started.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
I'll give it a
Who's
go.
got the talking stick?
You got the talking keys.
I remember how I got into DNB. I think I used to play, well, I still play a lot of video games, and I think that kind of electronic music sort of, I don't know, finds its way into games as well.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I don't know, sort of followed by that. I think the first kind of gig thing I went to was maybe Origin New Year's, the one where it was like a camping one.
Ah,
Down
yeah.
south. Yeah, that was crazy.
Was
that
it?
was.
Fairbridge or something?
Fairbridge,
Yeah, Fairbridge, yeah. And I went to that kind of.
That was hectic.
Gross.
I didn't really know what I was in for with DNB, but it was like I just went to that. I was like, "Oh, this is so good!" And then I don't know, started going to gigs all the time. I think with DJing, I just went to I went to a Future Music or something, and I saw Jeff and Jono playing before I even knew who they were. And I was just like, "Wow, that looks so
And
fun!"
you fell in love.
Yeah. And I went to like JB Hi-Fi or something and just bought one of those little controllers, you know.
Oh, yeah, back when JB Hi-Fi used to sell
Yeah, it'd sell
DJ,
DJ
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah, I bought a controller from JB Hi-Fi.
So I bought cheapest little controller from JB Hi-Fi, and I ended up mixing around on that. You know, not really having any idea what I was doing, just like starting songs whenever. I was like,
I
that's
bought
cool.
my first ever monitors from there as well.
Yeah, cause
JB used to be cool.
JB Hi-Fi is a gateway drug.
I got a CDJ from them. It was like an ex-demo or something. It was just so cheap, and I was just like,
Yeah,
I love
nice.
that.
Yeah.
I was just walking. They didn't even have a box or anything. I was just walking through the the mall, just
With a CDJ under your arm. I'm a DJ.
With one CD.
Just doing press shots in the middle of the mall with like, headphones on as well. Music is my passion.
Like, I never really did press photos, but I love that bad DJ press
Oh,
photos.
they're so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, holding like a turntable.
Oh god.
Oh wow.
But then I think I was kind of enjoying it, but obviously didn't really have much of an idea. So I actually went to Lab 6 because I was like, I didn't really, a lot of people kind of get into it, maybe their friends kind of show them a thing or two, but I didn't really know too many people in the scene. So I was just like, I went to Lab 6 and those guys, it was sick. Like, I went from not knowing anything, and then obviously started playing shows. I think to get into it in the start's pretty lucky because obviously you got to send someone a mix or something. And
Yeah.
anyone can bloody make a mix to send to someone. So I think you got to get a bit of luck that I was lucky that they picked me. So that was Monarch. Is it called Monarch?
Yeah.
The
Monarch.
disclosure one.
At Amber. So those guys were awesome. Jared and Taylor, had some crazy nights at Amber. That place.
Yeah.
We were just,
I think it was.
we were just talking about it before, weren't we?
Yeah,
Before the show.
So I think it was once a month, and the queue for Amber would just be like, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When it was that Amber heyday,
Yeah.
they were good times we were living in, and we didn't know.
Yeah.
That,
Don't appreciate it.
we
till
did a
it's
2-hour set once at Amber, and the aircon broke. And I think your parents went to that, didn't they?
my parents.
Yeah, that was, and we Silver Tongue as well, MC'd. This guy we'd never met before, and he MC'd for us, and it was probably like one of the best MCs I've heard.
Wow.
And it was just this 2-hour sweat fest. It was like, I think it was 11 to 1, broken aircon in Amber in the middle of summer. Oh,
Gross.
that was such a good set as well. Do you still have the recording of it?
I reckon on one of my old phones or in my Dropbox, I've got heaps of ours. Maybe on my laptop, I just got heaps of our sets. It's so good.
Yeah.
The only problem, some of those, it's so hard to get the volume right when you got an MC there. So a lot of the sets got a really loud MC on.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
it's good times.
Yeah, I think that you're one of somebody's set from the bunker. Stan was rapping, and it's just like it sounded sick in the club, but the recording was just Stan just going nuts.
Because obviously in the club it's fine, but then to get those levels so kind of
So hard to get them right. Yeah.
You almost
Yeah.
got to do a pre-recording beforehand or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's crazy looking back now how long ago that stuff was. Like those Amber days, I reckon that was 2015, maybe even earlier.
Yeah, it would have been about 5-6 years ago.
So I don't know where the time's gone, to be honest, but yeah.
You've been sailing around the world.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's sort of bit of my journey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What
nice.
was the biggest international support that you played? Would that be AMC?
Yeah, I've had AMC, and then I wasn't on the lineup, but I did hospitality with Cam because he was opening, and then he was just, you want to come? So I was there, sure.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I was hungover again.
Really?
Actually, same person too. It's fucking Monique's birthday. So the wedding that we went to was my friend Monique, and then this we went to I think it was her birthday, so we went on a wine tour. And I don't really like day drinking because I don't like being drunk and hungover on the same day.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
happened, and I was like, Alex, I need your help. Hospitality Metro City, come play with me. So, yeah.
You're going to be pretty hungover.
My first international show was pretty cool. It was Mind Vortex, I think Rennie LeVice. I love Mind Vortex. They just love a big banger. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's me.
Fuck yeah. Where was that at?
That was at Villa.
Yeah.
I did the opening set, which was
I think I might have gone to that.
I think I went to that as well, yeah.
René Levice, was that Mind Vortex, René Levice and Mephius?
I think it might have been.
Oh, my first ever set for Inhibit was Mind Vortex, René Levice at Villa as well.
I'll have to find. I always see the poster show up every year. I see my face.
yeah.
I'm like, yes.
There he is.
Those
That
were
was
good
cool.
days.
And then obviously it wasn't really support, but we played on the local stage at Breakfest one year.
Oh,
me
sick.
Me and
I think
Ricey.
you can count that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Support.
And then so that was cool. We had a wicked crowd come up the top. So
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Breakfast. that's a
I
good
remember
day.
that. I actually do remember that, you guys playing, and I was losing my shit. That was a good one.
Did you know them at that point?
Knew of them,
Yeah.
just from playing at Amber.
Yeah.
And I remember Dimension was there, and I was just like,
that was funny.
Fanboyed him at the start. I was like, whoa. I was like, I'm going to play crowd reaction. He's like, I'm not sure, mate.
Yeah, cool. And then you crossed paths again a few days later in New Year's, didn't you?
That is correct.
That fateful day in a hotel room.
We can confirm. Yeah.
Okay. Is this safe for work or?
Probably not. It was a very, very raucous after kick on in a hotel room with some international DJs that probably won't want to be named.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dimension had to show up and rescue them.
Oh, okay, so he was the hero of the story.
Yeah, he didn't rescue
The
them.
others-
He walked in when you guys are fucked and left. Yeah, and now apparently it's now like a story amongst the international DJs that Fred V and Graphics.
no.
It's fine.
Sorry, we'll bleep it.
They got held hostage in a hotel room by a bunch of kids. Firstly, they weren't held hostage, and I was one of those children. Alex and I were.
I love that you refer to yourself as children. but-
Yeah, it was a while ago, and I think it was a few years later. I was talking to Etherwood about an origin with Fred V and Graphics. He was like, "Oh, I've heard this story. Apparently, Dimension had to go rescue them." I was like, "No, they didn't." And then apparently Subfocus was talking to another mate about it as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think you just dropped every name that was involved. So.
So Subfocus wasn't involved. Etherwood wasn't involved. They've just heard about the story.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Infamous.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. Part of history.
Whoops.
Good times.
It was fun though.
Yeah, wow. How did you get into DNB and DJing, Cam?
So I got into DJing probably a lot longer before DNB. So I started DJing when I was 16, I think, 12 years ago. I started going to raves and stuff, warehouse raves, listening to Happy Hardcore.
Happy Hardcore.
Yeah, so that's how I started
Wow.
DJing, and I one of my friends was just mucked around on virtual DJ and stuff, so that's sort of what I started doing, and then I bought a pair of CDJ 100s and this old Behringer mixer, and learned to mix Happy Hardcore at raves, and then sort of after a while the scene kind of turned pretty bad, and I think once the Rise shut, the scene just died completely, and
Oh, wow.
there was this thing at the old Perth Dance Music Awards that I was at, and that's when I met the Inhibit crew, and then kind of started going to Shape, and just became friends with Inhibit guys, and was just going to all their shows and everything, and when the Switch was on as well. And then there was this competition called the Homegrown Freaks Comp.
Yeah, I remember
Yes.
that one.
And I think it was the 2012 one. I think I won the Perth Heat, the drum and bass competition. Went over and played in Melbourne. And then, that's how I got my Inhibit residency.
Wow.
And then, just started sort of playing shows from there and making tunes, and, kind of just sort of snowballed.
Yeah, nice.
Mad.
Who used to run the Homegrown Freaks thing? Was that him?
No, so that was the guys over in Melbourne. I've forgotten their names. No, I don't remember their names. But they did so they ran the competition. But then I think because all the promoters all know each other interstate. I think each state would just have its local promoter do it. So Inhibit ran the Perth one.
Oh, okay.
And then each winner of each state would go and play in the finals over in Melbourne.
Damn.
And then the winner would usually win a set at the New Year's event over in Melbourne. So I think the year I played, I came third, but the winner was the winner played after Andy C or something.
Oh,
Yeah, I know.
Jesus, no
Sick.
What kind of
pressure.
prize is that? Here you go, play after the best drum and bass DJ.
Yeah, that's punishment.
Good luck, yeah.
That's sick.
Such a hard thing, I reckon, to judge a mixing competition. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
It's not like you can technically score it or anything. It's so
Yeah.
kind of subjective or whatever.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Yeah, it's all personal taste.
Obviously,
really.
if you clang the shit out of something, you're probably out. But
Yeah, I think it does, I guess a bit of luck kind of goes involved, because it was a random draw as well, and they do judge crowd participation as well, and I think my set got called and it was 12 o'clock, club was rammed. I was playing a dance floor set, so naturally people would
Yeah.
react positively to it, and I think all right then. So I don't know. I think there was your skills and everything, and then a bit of luck on the side too. Yeah, because I think there was half a point between first and second.
Damn.
Wow.
It was a pretty close one.
That's full on.
Crazy. So then what would be your biggest international support gig?
Uh,
Or like favourite?
Favorite? Probably like there was like one weekend where I played like three shows, and they're probably like my favorite shows that I've done. So like it was a Friday night I played after Zomboy at Villa. Then the next night I played before Noisia and Upbeats at Metro City. And then the next day I flew to Bali and played at a festival with like Pendulum, Gorillas, Shock One, Delta Heavy.
God
Oh my
damn.
God.
What
And
a
like,
weekend.
Yeah, a week. It went for a week. And then there were like heaps of guys on the lineup that were like up and coming but are really big now. Like Illy was on the lineup all day. Slumberjack before they like blew up.
Wow.
Kite String Tangle as well.
Jeez.
Yeah, so all these guys that were like just sort of up and coming. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty nuts. Yeah.
That's
wow.
mad.
Yeah, but I played after I don't know if you've heard of him, DJ Craze.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I had to play after him, and he's like a 3-time DMC world champion.
Yeah.
So it's like another thing. Like, yeah, good luck.
God
Yeah.
damn. And you're playing drum and bass after him?
Yeah, well, he ended his set with drum and bass.
Oh.
Because I was talking to him about DNB, and he was like, yeah, it's actually funny. The first time I ever heard a drum and bass song, he was at a festival, and Rob Swire came up to him and gave him a demo like CD, and it had Volt on it before Volt got released.
Oh, wow.
So he was one of the
Wow.
first people to ever hear Volt, and he was like, what the fuck is this? And then Pendulum, yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Is
But
he
yeah.
American Craze?
Yeah, he used to be Kanye West's old DJ.
Wow.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of trivia
Wow.
for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the old Kanye.
So what was your first like DJ setup? Did you have a controller or did you just jump straight into like CDJs?
So my first DJ setup, I don't know why I got them, but I bought this Behringer mixer, and I remember the first ever party thing I played at. I had a CDJ 100 that was my mate's and an iPod. And I was just like fucking around on that. And then I bought
Wow.
2 vinyl turntables. Literally never used them. I bought them. They sat there for like months. I ended up selling them, and I bought 2 CDJ 100s. So that was my first setup.
The CDJ 100s would have been like,
Ancient.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
CDs.
CDs?
Yeah, CDs. Yeah. CDs. They didn't
Wow.
have a BPM counter, so you had to do it all by ear.
Oh my God.
They had this like little jog wheel, and then they had these 3 effects, and to get the effect you would like press a button and turn the wheel, and it would like, yeah, so you'd have like a bit crush and like a flanger effect, and it would, yeah,
Oh, no shit. That's
Yeah.
actually pretty
Wow.
cool.
it was cool, but yeah, they were very ancient.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Good effort.
Yeah.
I think Billy just farted.
Dropping clangers.
Gross.
Dropping clangers. You're out. You lose.
Yeah.
How did you come up with your DJ names?
What's your last name?
Yeah, I think when I got my gig, the guy was like, "What name's on the flyer?" I was like, just Rivers. Done.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
That's
better,
cool.
Better than coming up with like a terrible name and having to stick with that. For
Yeah, yeah.
Like your first email address you make when you're a kid.
Yeah, yeah. Imagine
Yeah.
like calling yourself Maker or something.
Yeah.
Ugh.
God. how
It's not the worst DJ name I've ever had.
No,
No.
it's
I
good.
want to know
it's
your
good.
happy hardcore DJ.
Camzor. That was my happy hardcore one.
What was it?
Camzor.
Camzor.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sounds like a mythical beast.
That sounds like a fucking shit name. Yeah, that name I literally came up with when I was like 15.
That's your peak.
Uh,
Peak cringe, maybe.
yeah, I try to like hide it away, but every now and then it pops up on my Facebook, or like someone who knows me from back then will like share something, and I'm like,
Oh, Facebook's good at reminding you of how cringe you used to
really
be.
keeps you
Yeah.
grounded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Keeps
true.
you humble.
Yeah. It's like going back onto your old MySpace page.
Oh, I haven't
Just
done
like,
that
I
for years.
fucking hate this
I
person.
did. Oh,
Can
I'd
you
be
like
interested.
can you see your old MySpace pages?
I don't know if you can anymore.
I never did MySpace.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You skipped that whole cringy
Yeah.
phase.
I think I was early on Facebook before it was cool.
Oh, I was pretty late to
Never
Facebook.
flex.
I used to do so before MySpace as well. You'd know because you're a boomer.
Yeah.
Older than me. Bebo.
Oh, is that?
So that was like what?
It was kind of like MySpace,
That was
wasn't
before
it?
MySpace, yeah.
That was big in the UK. So I'd had that for a little while because my cousins were all on Bebo.
Yeah.
Not for long though, because I was like, no, this is shit. I'll go back to MySpace.
I think MSN will never be beat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The sound when you get a message on MSN is like burnt into my brain. Eh?
Yeah.
Like you would, and then like if you saw someone that like you liked on MSN, you'd sign like off and then back on to let them know you're online.
Little notification like, oh, hello.
Yeah, they still won't talk to me, but give them a nudge.
Oh yeah. Like shake the screen.
Yeah.
God, we're old.
Oh, and you could spam those like, they were kind of like emojis, but it would like take up the whole screen.
Yeah.
Do you remember
you could
like?
replace the text with like different like you could replace your letters with like text or emojis. So it's like people would have so many emojis you wouldn't even know what they were actually saying. It's just like,
And you could like have like a little status thing as well. And, you know,
Yeah.
put it
And if you were playing on iTunes, it would come up with what song you're listening to.
Oh,
So you'd like curate it just to show everyone like, I'm listening to this one.
hell yeah.
I don't know what we've been listening to back then. Maybe like Linkin Park or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely what I
I
would
would
listen
listen to
to.
Linkin
We
Park,
were, like,
Fall Out Boy.
14, 15, so.
Yeah, listening to angsty new metal.
Grunge little kid.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
Grew up on Slipknot and Korn.
Oh God.
Limp Bizkit, that was what I listened to. Wasn't a phase, I still listen to it.
Now it's just you're bootlegging it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I've got a drum and bass tune that I play with a Limp Bizkit a cappella over it. Yeah.
Sick.
I feel like really ashamed and like fuck yeah when I play it as well.
Bit of a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I made like a System of a Down edit that I've got, and I played it at Embr, and I think Jeff was there, like Hanson, and he was like, "Did you play System of a Down?" And you said, "I was like, yeah, man." He goes, "You're a fucking idiot." Like, well, yeah,
Yeah.
and what?
But so you never told us, how did you come up with Maker?
I needed to change my DJ name from Camzor to something else so people would take me more seriously. And yeah, it doesn't really have any significance. I was just trying to think of like something that would, you know, a cool name, and I'm pretty sure I came up with it in the shower. I was like, oh, Maker, that's a cool word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shower's good for thinking about things.
It's
eh?
my it's my little think tank.
Yeah. Little brainstorm
Yeah.
area.
No one will ever make shit puns about this name.
Dude, I feel you.
Harley
I
gets
get it
it
all
bad.
the fucking time.
What do you get?
Oh, like notice me. I didn't notice. I didn't
Oh, you didn't
notice
even
that.
notice.
Didn't even notice. Yeah.
I just
all the
get
time.
Meet Your Maker all the time. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Bottle of Maker's Mark.
I
You gotta
use
live
that
with
one.
it now, man.
Yeah,
You gotta
I
live
do.
with it.
I don't think I could ever change my name again. I think if I did, people would be like, really? Again? Just
Yeah.
gonna stick with it.
I think everyone goes
Yeah.
through one name change. I used to be Swally.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing you changed it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever changed your DJ name, or have you only had the one?
I've only had the one. Yeah. And I was just trying to think of something that kind of sounded like my name, and I was like, Embr. Yeah, that'll
Embr,
do.
But missing a vowel.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was like, surely
Hip, very hip
Ember
and
with
cool.
the E is already taken, so I'll change it a little bit. Because I was the same deal. Like I just had to think of it really quickly because I got booked for a rhythm gig, and I didn't have
Do
a
you
DJ
say
name.
rhythm?
No,
Oh, like rhythm. Oh,
yeah,
one of
yeah.
Shane's shows, yeah.
Yeah.
How
No, I was
confusing
playing
is
drum
that?
bass.
Yeah, I remember seeing when he started it, I was like, rhythm. Okay.
Yeah, like in the UK, like rhythm
Yeah.
isn't seen as like the genre rhythm, but yeah, in Perth it's kind of like that's what people.
It was pretty
know it for.
popular at that time as well. Like Gilkison shows, basement and stuff.
Yeah, gross.
They were crazy.
I used to play at those. I used to have a dabble in a little bit of dubstep on the
Oh,
side. Yeah.
You filthy mud.
Dubstep or like rhythm?
No, I fucking hate rhythm.
Yeah, okay.
On the record, I hate rhythm.
Yeah,
Yeah, most
same.
of the dubstep that I like to listen to is like, I mean, people call it like bro step, whatever. Like the real like loud
Zomboy,
Zomboy,
Skrillex.
Excision, Skrillex, like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
like big drums. Like that's more the stuff I prefer. I think having like coming from like metal and stuff, it's
funny how many people come from metal to dubstep or drum and bass.
Yeah.
And infuse it all together.
Yeah, I think it's just loud,
Yeah.
aggressive,
Angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all just
teen angst coming
angry
up.
people.
Yeah.
Deep
Frustrated.
down.
I
Deep.
with my name, thanks because nobody asked, so I'll just let you know. I literally was looking
Oh,
through.
sorry. So,
Hey, Harley.
Harley,
This podcast is about me.
where did you get your DJ
Thanks
name?
so much for asking, Cam.
No worries.
Yeah, I was literally just looking up cool English words, and I just scrolled for days on this one
Really?
website and found it. Yeah.
Well, that's
So there you go, a little bit of trivia for you.
Post Malone came up with his artist name by literally putting it in a search engine, because like his name's Austin Post, and he used to just be a SoundCloud rapper, and he was like, "Fuck, I need to come up with a name." So he just put his name in a like like rap name generator. Chucked his
Yeah.
name in
it was
Yeah.
literally
Post
that.
Malone.
Yeah. There you go.
There you go.
Doesn't really matter
Yeah.
what you call yourself.
Nah, as long as it's not like Cams or Maker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rivers.
I don't know what I would have. No idea what I would have.
Rivers works though. It's just
Yeah, Rivers
It's
simple.
like
Yeah.
AMC's
Yeah.
is
His
his initials. Yeah.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
dots. Don't forget the dots.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely dots.
Yeah.
But actually, Rivers is cool because like at the bunker, all your mates were going, "Let the river run." I was like, "That's so
Oh, that's
cool."
dope.
They've got like a chant.
That was the funniest thing. They were like, obviously a bunch of work friends. They came all the way up. They were like having beers in Rockingham. Cause like,
Yeah, they were like they
And then-
came in hot.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really know.
All of a sudden everyone
even
was really
I didn't
drunk.
even know if they knew what they were in for. Cause like, obviously
They're not into drum and
deep,
bass?
but I wouldn't say that they're not into it. Like they all enjoyed it. It's like they don't really know about it. I guess.
Yeah,
So they're
okay.
all, just listen to normal music. I guess.
Pretty sure one of your friends
Normal music.
booed me while we were doing like because
Yeah.
I just like said to Alex, I was like, look, like we can just play a couple of tunes, like it's your set, so like maybe like 20 minutes, whatever. And I think I was mixing this on. This guy's like, boo, like,
I know.
fuck him off, and I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And he's like, fuck him off, that's his set. I'm like,
I know he
Alright,
leaned
man,
over to me. He's like, "Get this guy up," and I was like, "I think Alex is fine with it." Like,
Yeah, it's the return of Riv Mac.
They didn't know any better. I'll
Yeah.
I'll let them off.
yeah, because I was looking at him and he's like, I was like,
They,
fuck you, man.
they didn't know any better.
No.
They came to see the Riv Dog.
They did. To see
Yeah.
a roof dog, not
That's
a
what
roof
they.
yeah. Bucks roof
Um,
man.
that's funny.
Yeah, because I was like, I messaged Cam even before I knew what the set times were, and I was like, we should do a little back to back,
Yeah.
just a little,
Yeah.
Ting.
little
Like old
reunion.
times.
Yeah,
I'd love to see a proper Riv Mac set.
Yes.
Someone should book you to.
It'd just be
Was-
all tunes from like 2016.
Yeah.
I was trying to think
Yeah, that's
in
cool.
the lead up to
Definitely.
this, like how the Riv Mac thing sort of started. So I can't really remember the.
I do.
What was the first set? Whatever.
So the first set we did was at Mitch's 21st. Our friend, our
Shit.
good friend Mitch Concanen.
I know.
Oh, we know
Conky.
that guy.
Yeah. So, I think we'd been friends with him. I think we both met him at Shape, like off our heads, just immediately became friends with him.
Yeah.
And I think you just kind of got into DJing,
Yeah.
and you
Right.
you said to me like, we should do a back to back someday. I was like, yeah, cool. Like, let's arrange it. And I think we were just at Mitch's birthday, and there were decks there, and I was like, let's do it. So yeah, we just did a little impromptu back to back, and then I think like the first like proper set we played was like one of the Monarchs. I think
Yeah,
I don't remember. There's just been so many sets that we've played.
yeah, it's crazy. It was just like a accidental partnership that sort of worked out
Worked
so well.
really well,
Like,
yeah.
We never
Yeah.
ever had like a mix outside of the clubs. Like never
No.
really practiced our sets. It was just like
That's cool.
Yeah.
we'd come together with I'd have a bunch of tunes, Cam would have a bunch of tunes, and
Yeah,
sometimes like I got one to go into this. And it's
yeah.
worked out well.
Like I think initially it was like, I'll play two, you play two,
Yeah.
and then eventually it was just like, oh yeah, I've got like a cool mix, and then it was just like, I'm just gonna chuck this in, and and as he said, we never ever like had a little rinse at anyone's house, nothing. Only sets we ever played were at the clubs.
Wow.
Never practiced, nothing. It just worked.
Because you just
Yeah.
click, hey,
Yeah.
you know each other's
Yeah.
style so
Yeah,
well.
and I think it kind of worked because at that sort of time, like I was playing like a lot of the heavier stuff, and Alex was playing like dance floor stuff, so it just kind of complemented quite well. And then
Yeah.
you chuck like little bits of like halftime in there, and
Yeah. Wicked.
I just play Bomber every single set. Yeah.
Who's that by?
Lodestar.
Okay.
It's like probably that and the Skrillex remix of Holding On.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. By I See Monsters.
Yeah.
I used to love
Yeah,
that song.
those two songs I play every set, every single set. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's got a couple of tunes that they pretty much play every time they play out.
Yeah.
That song is so 2014. It's like
It's
like
so
the lasers like
loud.
whoop whoop whoop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Netsky actually played it in his set at
Really?
last week.
Oh yeah, how was that?
That's sick.
Really good.
Yeah?
Like, did you guys not go?
No, we played Blender.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, he played a really good set. Like, I was actually like quite surprised at how good it was. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It was,
He's actually made a really nice little circle around back to DNB. That guy has.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because everyone, obviously, I'd say most DNB fans are probably a Netsky fan. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the first artists I can remember actually knowing who he. Like,
I think it's one of the
artist.
first people that most people encounter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I reckon he's almost, well, I don't know about so much like Australia and New Zealand, but I think in like Europe and America and stuff, he's probably even like transcended drum and bass. Like same with like Chase and Status and stuff. Like those guys, I think, have transcended the genre. Like Sigma as well.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
just like, they become almost like A-list kind of musicians.
What's the other one? Rudimentals.
Rudimental,
Yeah,
yeah. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to say like, commercial, I
Kind of
guess.
Yeah.
commercial. I mean, they
Commercial.
were played on like 92.9.
Yeah.
Fuck, that
to
was.
fucking
I remember
death,
hearing
like-
that for the first, like hearing like Rudimental on the radio, or like
Yeah.
even like Sigma. I'm like,
nobody to
what?
like.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was cool.
Yeah.
And I worked a job where the radio was on all day, so yeah, heard it about 4 times a day for
Yeah.
about 6 months.
yeah,
I
I remember.
remember-
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I remember like hearing that on the radio, and I was like, "Oh my god, are we going to get more drum and bass on like mainstream radio?"
Yeah.
And then no,
Nah.
that's what you get.
Why was that such a popular tune? Was it because
Nobody to Love.
Kanye kind of remix or?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because was it originally like a Kanye bootleg, and then
Yeah.
they made it into a real song?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know what. It's
Oh
called.
yeah.
I
So
don't know.
Kanye, I think the original song Kanye did is Bound. I think it's called Bound 2. And then, Rudimental. Oh, sorry, Sigma did the I guess the remix of it, or I think they released it as an original, and they even got someone to re-sing the vocals so that they weren't like, so they could legally release it. And then
That's interesting. I don't know how that works. Like the same thing with that "Come Together" tune. They had to get somebody to re-sing it to be able
Yeah.
to. Like I know Beatles are really precious about people touching their work. So I don't know how that loophole works really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I was supposed to do vocals for an Annex tune. Like they hit me up to do vocals, and it was like I can't remember this. It was a Cassie tune, and
Like an old R&B tune.
yeah, and they were like, oh, like it needs to be like the same melody but different words, and I was like, okay.
Agreed.
So I tried to write
Nice.
something, but it wasn't quite right.
that was me.
But yeah, apparently, like if it's like just redone, then it's like legal, or you don't get in trouble for copyright or whatever.
Bizarre.
But anyway, that never worked out.
Yeah, I guess it would be like when like bands and stuff do like covers and they release the cover officially, but they have to retitle it like as their own. I don't know, it's weird. I think even like Phase One did a remix of a North Lane song, and they made him release it as like his own song, even though it was like obvious that it was a North Lane remix. Instead of it being like North Lane song Phase One remix, he had to release it as Phase One.
I wonder why. Like, wouldn't they prefer to have the credit?
Probably
To
just
Yeah.
labels and
Yeah.
Yeah.
red tape and all that shit
Yeah.
as well. It's like Echo and Sidetrack have those 3 juicy remixes that. Are they farting or whining?
Chick is crying.
Oh, it's like
Yeah,
that sounded like a real like.
That would have been a very squeaky one. Eh?
Yeah.
You might have to pick him up.
Alright.
But yeah, they've got like that Tarantula remix, and then
Yeah.
17, and then the
That's right.
Rushing Back remix as well that they.
Yeah.
But I just wish, and I know it's probably because of like label stuff, but I wish that they could release it, because I feel like by the
Yeah.
time that the labels get around to release it officially, like it's not going to have that. Everyone's just going to be like, we've heard this song so many
Yeah.
times,
Yeah.
and like I think those remixes, especially the Flume one, have done a lot for those, like for them. Yeah.
Yeah, because that was a remix competition for that.
Oh, was it?
Rushing Back.
Really?
I think.
Did they like
'Cause,
win the competition or?
I don't know, because Illicit did a remix of that
Oh,
tune
okay.
as well.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
And I remember finding out about it like too late, because she'd put the tune out, and then I saw it was like a
Did your camera just die?
I think the camera just turned itself off.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Spaghetti-o.
Break.
Intermission.
Time out on the floor.
I feared that would happen.
Do you
Did it
have
just-
like a charger cable to...
Yeah, is it?
Well, it's been charging all day.
Get those electrolytes in your mouth.
Yeah. I bought another one.
Actually, I might
It
just...
was like a 2 for $5, so I was like, I'm going to prepare myself for tomorrow.
Nice.
When I'm lying in bed feeling like a
Feeling
piece
sorry
of
for yourself.
trash again.
Assessing the damage. So what is it? Was it Richmond and Essendon that played last night
Yeah.
at Optus?
Yeah. Well, because Essendon were here from the week before.
Yeah.
And then obviously Melbourne's locked down. Richmond are playing against the Eagles next week.
So they
here.
swapped them.
So they were like, Richmond come here. And it was so good. Like 60,000 people.
But they have to come here so they can have a crowd, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so weird because like I think like Eagles supporters are like annoyed because Richmond gets to have a rest and West Coast has to like fly back and then like don't get a rest and then have to play at their like own stadium.
But well, Richmond are going back to Sydney, so they still have to travel.
Ugh, I don't know.
It was so good. Like the lighting at Optus is amazing.
Yeah.
It's such a good stadium. And I got to go again. I'm going again tonight to watch the Dockers, so that won't be as good.
Who's playing? Like who are they playing?
Bulldogs, so
Oh,
they'll
yeah.
fucking be running rampant.
Prepare for disappointment.
Yeah. So I don't get my hopes up to begin with. That way I can't be.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like it's like a stream setup, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking influencer.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Should...
3 hours 30 something up at the top next to the little
Oh, yeah, well, that should be...
icons. That should be.
Yeah. I'm actually glad that happened because I was like busting for a piss.
My stomach's been rumbling as well, so I hope that hasn't
No. I haven't heard it.
Jeez.
One of these questions is pretty good.
Is it
I haven't
really?
seen these yet. The top one there.
Did you want to do that as well?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You got the whiteboard then.
A whiteboard?
Oh, they're in my studio.
Are we playing Pictionary?
Close.
A mood board.
Mood board.
Draw
yeah.
on this whiteboard how you feel about the drum and bass scene. Just a big scribble.
Just a big cock. Fuck, there's a lot of fucking questions in there. How long have we been going for?
How long do you normally do podcasts for?
Like an hour-ish,
Yeah.
yeah, probably
I don't have anywhere
on
to be.
average. Yeah.
Well, it's the newlyweds game, is it?
Hey?
The
Oh.
two whiteboards
Something like that.
with the right
Oh
something.
no.
Ah, yeah.
Quick fire questions.
These are good.
Yeah.
These are fun. Ow.
I just right now.
Hmm?
This is what my juicy questions are.
Ah,
Okay.
everything's still recording. That screen's just turned off. Is that?
Because it's not
Yeah.
What phone is that? Is it?
S20 plus?
So is
let's
the
get one.
cameras on that probably just about as good as that one, hey?
Yeah, it's
That's
really good.
fucking ridiculous.
Why is
Yeah.
that?
It's so good.
So it's good that we don't have to buy 2 cameras.
Yeah.
Swear these like the iPhone cameras don't look that good.
Yeah,
No?
they
I
seem
don't know.
to.
They always say they're meant to be getting better, but
Yeah.
I'm so bad with phones. When I was away last year on the trip, I lost two like, whilst I was on the ship. Like I broke one was in my pocket, and I think I laid on it.
Oh.
I sort of cracked it, and then another phone I borrowed from someone. I dropped it off the side of the ship, so it's at the bottom of Pearl Harbor. So
Yeah, nice.
it's like
Wow.
I was paying my respects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's
cool.
your sacrifice.
Yeah.
Your sacrifice and phone.
You guys can have your technology back.
Yeah. Savage.
We're going to cut that out, folks.
Yeah.
She's going to chew that marker.
We're all about the anti-racism.
That's it. All right.
I thought we were on a little break then.
Yeah. that was on the record, wasn't it? Fuck. Well,
I'm gonna blackmail
cancelled.
you with
I'm
that.
I'm getting cancelled.
Hashtag cancel maker.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna do the inevitable. We're gonna have to talk about COVID. So, can you guys?
You guys thought you were going to get away.
I thought we
with
already
that.
talked about COVID.
Oh,
That was
man.
by accident.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, no, we're actually going to talk about it.
Now the start of COVID. So, how did it affect you guys? Like, were you already working from home, and how did it affect your work and I guess your lives?
Yes, so obviously we can't work from home, so I got to go to the ship. So that obviously was pretty annoying. Like, obviously, they reduced the amount of people that were going in each day, but obviously masks and all the lot. The worst bit for me though, we went on like a deployment last year for 5.5 months, and then due to COVID, we didn't end up getting off the ship once.
Oh.
So we went to Guam, Hawaii, Japan, all these just like amazing places, and then obviously didn't get off the ship once. So
Wow.
that was
man.
pretty
That
lame.
sucks.
God damn.
And then I think obviously WA got away with it pretty good, but
Yeah.
we were away for most of that. So but also over east, it's crazy seeing some of the numbers they had in Melbourne. Like they were up to like 750
Yeah.
cases a day. But
Mm.
even that's like a drop in the water. Like my family's from England, so
Yeah.
they're still right in the thick of it. But
Yeah.
and then
Unless you're
obviously-
getting vaccinated though.
yeah, and then obviously we've had a couple lockdowns, but I think in the grand scheme of things, it's worth that few days of pain to
Mm.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
be able to mostly have a pretty good life.
Yeah, for sure. We're so lucky.
Yeah.
Very sheltered to,
Yeah.
what's going on.
Like, obviously, I like to travel and stuff, but it's probably at least we can still live a pretty comfortable life here.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So what did you do? Like, how did you guys keep yourself sane for like 5.5 months being
See,
locked
I
up?
don't know. I'm still not sure, to be honest. It was good every maybe, 2 or 3 weeks we'd pull into a port, like to restock and stuff, and then have like 4 days of kind of just not working, but they'd open the bar up and stuff, which was alright. But
Yeah,
I
nice.
watched a lot of TV shows, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
So they had like a file share network, so everyone would put their shows on. So
Oh,
watched
that's
a
mad.
lot of TV shows.
Yeah.
Sure. And obviously, there's only so many songs I had downloaded on my phone, so I think I listened to the same songs about 1,000 times. A lot of like house music's my sort of chill go-to music now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like, so a lot of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. What about you, Cam?
So I was working in recruitment. I just started for this company. It was a pretty small company, and they were like currently they were in the progress of expanding, and then COVID hit, and that all fell to shit. So, pretty much it wasn't working and so from like March till October, I think. Yeah, I was just pretty much just like staying at home the whole time. It was like pretty hard to find work during COVID, and then ended up, I think, in October, starting this work at an aquarium place. Did that for a bit, and now like I'm back in recruitment. But yeah, I don't really remember a lot of last year. It kind of like, I feel like all the days kind of blended into one.
Yeah.
Especially if you're doing nothing, it's just
You
there's
just
nothing to remember.
forget what day it is, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sitting
Yeah.
around in your jocks, just haven't had a shower for 3 days.
Not allowed to go outside either. Yeah, I don't really remember, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
That's fair enough.
Mm.
Well, we worked throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
Our store didn't close.
Yeah, our store was popping off.
Yeah. Oh yeah, everyone would have been buying stuff to stay at home. Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
Or work from home, or
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It was hectic for us.
Mm.
I remember it.
I think like probably
Yeah.
the biggest thing from like last year is I was actually meant to be getting married in June last year,
Oh,
but because
wow.
of COVID it got cancelled. But then
Yeah.
that kind of ended up being a bit of a blessing because kind of dodged a bullet.
Oh,
so
okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's actually funny because we changed the date till the 26th of June this year, but obviously that ain't
It's like
happening.
2 weeks away.
Yeah, I know it's fucking weird, but yeah, that ain't
wow.
happening anymore. So
Oh no.
yeah, kind of thanks COVID in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts. But, yeah.
Shout out.
Oh. Nah. But yeah, like, and then like through that, because I like, obviously took a break and stuff from doing music for like 4 years, I think, and then because that all sort of happening is why I got back into doing music.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So you're a bit of a
So
like.
it was either that or fucking, I don't know, jump off a building. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably why I don't remember last year, because I've tried to like erase it from my memory.
Yeah, sounds like a pretty stressful time.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked. Yeah.
Well, like on
sucks.
that track, did you kind of disappear from the music scene because of like your relationship? Was that like a contributing factor, or were you just kind of like taking a break from music?
Probably a bit of everything, I think. So I stopped doing music about 4 years ago, but I think it was just like I was in like probably a pretty like fucked up place. Like DJing started to feel like a chore for me. So like one of the biggest things like about me, like my identity, I wasn't even enjoying anymore. I'd kind of sort of hit rock bottom. Like I wasn't working, lost my license, was living at home like with my parents. Would like go out and play these shows that I didn't really want to be at. Would also be getting like fucked up on the weekends. I remember like sometimes where like I'd go to like a gig and stuff and it would be closing, and then I would like try to find a kick on or something because I couldn't get home, and I was like I don't want to be like in the city until like all night waiting for the trains and stuff. So I'd then go to a kick on, and then it would just spiral, and then I got to the point where I was just like I need to like reset like myself, and that's why I decided to sort of step away from music. And then doing that, I ended up getting into a relationship where that wasn't really sort of her thing, and music just kind of drifted away. And then like I always like wanted to get back into it, but I just didn't really feel like I had a drive to, and it wasn't really like something where I was encouraged to do it at all. And then once that all ended, it was like, well, what can I do now to like, well, what can I do to keep me busy and something that I enjoy? And it was like, well, I actually like doing music, and now's as good a time as ever because I have so much spare time now. So I just started making music again.
Nice.
And then I decided I always liked DJing, and I'd never wanted to stop, but I feel like I had to. And with the whole like wedding deposit and stuff, after I got it back, I was like, fuck it, I've got this spare cash, I'll go and buy a controller. And that's when walked into Store DJ, and Emily sold me a controller, and kind of went from there.
Because I recognised you.
Yeah.
I think we had met like very briefly before then, but I knew you were a drum and bass DJ, and I was like, Maker's back.
Yeah, because I remember you were like, you're playing shows again, are you? I was like, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Because I didn't I love playing shows again and stuff, but I think I'm going to do it a lot sort of differently to how I used to. I think now I feel like, I've done everything I wanted to do. I've proved myself like to people, and I don't like need to take shows that I don't want to play, or I don't want to sound like I'm taking it for granted and stuff, but like I used to take any show, even like a Fremantle 3 a.m. set when I live like on the other side of Perth. It's like I don't.
You got to be more picky at some point, or else you would just go down the same hole that you did before. Where you're just like,
and I don't want to sound like I'm being picky and that show's beneath me and stuff, but. Yeah.
No, I don't think that's the way to. I think you got to look after yourself.
That's more sort of where I'm going at. I don't like it. It got to the point where I'm playing like, and I I kind of I guess maybe kind of brought it upon myself with the sort of music that I played. Like you're not going to have not so much. Like I think now it's a bit different, but sort of back 5 years ago, like the heavy drum and bass was like the closing set.
Yeah, and
that's what I played, and I would just keep getting booked those sets, and like I'll always be grateful for them, but. Yeah, it was fucking difficult. Like,
yeah.
We're gonna have to pause it.
Yeah.
I said internal temperature too high. This is the first time we've used this camera for video,
really?
and it's saying temperature is too high.
Hopefully the lighting's good. It brings out the Ranga beard.
It's got a little crop you've got growing there.
I never knew I could do it.
Yeah, neither did I. I remember I was like, fuck me, you have a beard?
And then I went away for like 6 months. I was like, I'm going to grow a beard.
It suits you.
Here I am. I shaved it when we had the lockdown in February, and I was wearing a mask. I was like, stuff this. And I shaved it off. And I looked at myself in the mirror. I was like, oh my god.
Look like a
What have I
little
done?
young,
12 years
pup
old
again.
again. What have I done?
Yeah.
It's coming. So I grew it back.
Yeah.
I'll just pick off from where you were talking, and we'll see if we can cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, that seems to be the way it was back in the day. Like, it was the chilled stuff would start
would
the night
progress,
out.
yeah.
And but
Yeah.
now I find a lot of shows are just balls to the wall. as soon
Yeah,
as you get
it
there.
was weird, like walking into a show like for the first time in years, and I'm like, why the fuck are they playing like Nero at 9 p.m. and that's just like it's how it is now. I
'Cause
think
Yeah.
people seem to like it.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Yeah, like I think it was the Protocode, one of the Protocode shows on New Year's, and I think someone was playing at 9 p.m. and they like play like a noisy or a shotgun tune. I'm like, this isn't like a primetime set, but if it works, people like it. Like
Yeah.
it's cool. I think I still like to kind of stick to like when you guys have booked me for like the early sets, I get to play like chill stuff and stuff I wouldn't normally play, which
Yeah.
I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's fun. I think that like people have just changed like how late they don't want to stay out that late anymore. Generally, like
No, everyone
you know,
wants to leave and go to kick-ons.
Yeah, kick-ons is like that's the place to be after
Yeah.
like 2 a.m. Whereas you know you guys obviously would play Embr till 5.
Yeah.
I've done like 2 or 3 of those Embr closing sets, and it's fucking brutal. So no wonder like it's shifted to more like early nights,
Yeah.
or even days, like day parties are
Yeah.
super
Yeah.
trendy.
When you're at Amber in the summer and you'd come out and it would be daylight.
Oh, the sun's coming out.
Yeah.
You're like,
It's like, there's like people going for their morning jogs and riding bikes
Oh.
down near the Swan River, and it's like, oh.
yeah, and you're just dusty.
That's
walking.
ruined. That's ruined your rest of your weekend pretty much.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
You're
Yeah.
fucking-
definitely.
You just feel like a
Saturday,
piece of
you're
shit.
at Saturday,
And you are.
Sunday.
Like, these people are running past like, you fucking
You
piece of shit.
Get your life together.
Yeah, and you're
They
like, whatever.
Then obviously back then, like the gigs, there was so many. You'd be doing like a Wednesday show as well. Some weeks it's like that I'd be still going to work and then doing like a Wednesday show as well. So
Yeah.
like, all that just got a bit too much. So I
Jesus.
definitely feel what you're saying about some gigs. You just didn't really feel like you're kind of playing it as a chore sort of thing. Just
Yeah.
going
Yeah.
through the motions. But-
Totally.
Yeah, I remember one Embr closing set I had to play. I think like the international played, and then there was meant to be a guy after, and then me, but the other guy didn't show up, so I had to play a 2.5 hour closing set.
Oh my
So I had to keep the
God.
energy at like 110 for 2.5 hours.
Fuck.
And I just remember I think I like fell on the floor afterwards, and I was just so tired.
Yeah, you would have been absolutely destroyed.
Yeah,
Oh, God damn it. Fucking trigger.
I just want to be part of the podcast, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you want to come up here?
Attention whore.
He does, but he wants you to chase him.
What was the worst show you ever played? That's a good one.
Like
Like
the worst set or the worst show we've been to? Oh no, that bunker on the other way. Come on, you opened yourself up for that
Get the
one.
fuck out.
And that's me. I'll see you later.
I can't remember any specifics, but probably Wednesday. There's some probably Wednesday night ones that were just like no one there. I was just like, what is the point of this?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I think there was definitely a point where events sort of reached oversaturation. There's like every man and their dog wanted to start an event. It was like
Every man in the
Every man
Camera
and their dog
pan.
wants- Every man.
Like-
Every
his
man
dog
and their
wanted to
dog
be
are a
on
fucking
podcast.
promoter these days.
it's like you don't need a gig on Wednesday. You don't need 4 different events on Wednesday night. Like
Yeah, that's hectic.
Yeah, one's enough.
so, I can't remember any specific, but probably a Wednesday night one. Which
Yeah.
didn't have many people was probably the worst. one.
Yeah.
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 You know, it's when we'd like message each other, being like, "What time are you getting there?" Oh no, 1:30. What time are we playing? 2. Cool. It's
Yeah.
like a play and run job. Like you rock up, play your set, and fuck off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Give your
So-
bar card to someone just because you're like, can't be bothered.
Which I don't really like to do because if it's something you enjoy, you'd rather you get there, you support the night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, have
Which
like
is like-
chill and have fun.
Which is so cool coming back a few weeks ago and just playing. It was just like a breath of fresh air, more relaxing sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like actually having fun.
It's not like a chore,
Yeah.
like, fuck, I got
Yeah.
work tomorrow. Or,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even then, that show finished at 2, so
Yeah,
it's like,
that's good.
sleep in
Yeah.
till 10 or 11, you'll be right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like the worst show I've played at. Fuck, there's been a couple. I think one that sticks out was like this guy tried to bring back like warehouse raves and stuff, and he was just a fucking donut. And he was like, because I was playing before him, and I think at the time I was probably like the most well-known local on the lineup. And he was like, you can't play this song, you can't play this song. I'm having like a balloon drop for my set. I'm like, dude, no one knows who the fuck you are. Like,
Oh my God.
and then I remember sitting in the green room like with like my ex-girlfriend, my girlfriend at the time, and one of the guys, I think the promoter, he was like, oh, you guys having a good night? And she's just like, nah, it's pretty shit, eh? I was like, fuck, okay.
Damn.
And then, yeah, I remember watching him play a set, and like there was like 20 people there, and he's got a balloon drop.
You got to be pretty self-centered
He
to
was
set up a
very,
balloon
very
drop for your own set.
CO2 cannons and stuff.
Oh my God.
At like midnight, and it wasn't even like a New Year's set. I think I
So
can't
you
even.
come on the lights.
Oh yes, fucking spotlight on him. He's got his hand.
He's just getting his press shot. You know?
It's
Oh,
just
that's-
Alex with the finger up. Yeah, and then I remember because I emailed, I messaged him after. I was like, oh, you know, thanks for having me. Like, can you like give me an email so I can send you an invoice? And he's like, invoice for what? And I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have one of these conversations with him.
Wow.
And there was just this back and forth for ages, and then in the end I was like, you know, fuck it, dude, keep your money. Like, this ain't worth it.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
You got to cut it off at some point.
Yeah. Oh, there's been some clangers of shows though.
Yeah.
There's been some like, I don't know, what was like your favourite show that I think like that you've played at?
Ooh, favourite.
Sorry, I'm asking you
Yeah,
questions for you.
That's fine.
Sorry, Alex.
This is
That's
now
okay.
this is the Maker podcast.
Yeah.
You know you're talking into the side of the microphone.
Oh, it is. What is it? The DNB podcast,
You got to talk right into the front.
and you have to like. I look away when I breathe in.
And when you're laughing, pull away.
I think possibly there was like a Monarch that was like a back-to-back edition, and I got Jeff to come down and play with me, which
That's
was pretty
cool.
cool. It's like a sort
Sick.
of father-son moment.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
sick.
Jeff.
Echo.
Hanson.
Yeah. Yeah. Which one's Echo and which one's?
Oh,
Sidetrack? I don't
he's
actually-
Echo. He's
Okay.
Echo, I think.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Jono is definitely
Sidetrack,
sidetrack.
yeah,
Yeah.
So
That's just who he
that
is.
that was pretty cool, but there's I know plenty of shows that are all on that top sort of tier. Like
Yeah.
You look back, you're like, that was cool.
Yeah, so that's a hard-
Amber.
hard-
Oh, not
yeah.
Amber. Breakfest was awesome.
Oh yeah. That
Like
Yeah.
being on
amazing.
that stage
Yeah.
was just cool.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even like it's the local stage. There's like maybe 100 people there, but it was just like, that's such a good feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played it. I played at Breakfast the year before you, I think, with Ricey as well.
That's all right.
Yeah, because then the next year I was watching you guys and I was like,
yeah.
felt like I was being cheated on. It's like I
Been-
bet you play with Alex at Breakfast. But yeah. Nah, I was happy for them. But yeah, I think the
No
year,
one else could play back to back with
No,
him.
no, because then I think because you started playing like back to back with Courtney Illicit for a while, and everyone's like, "Oh, Riv Illicit." I'm like, "Fuck off, it's Riv Mac, it's Riv Mac."
Did anything with anyone else, they'd be like,
Yeah, I'm like, come on, guys, it's Riv Mac. Don't.
You got replaced.
Yeah,
Aw.
Do you want to talk?
I'm
about
calling you out. You're taking everything I work for.
I made you.
I'm gonna fight your ass.
Fight your ass.
I reckon favourite show was when remember when we played down in Bunbury
oh,
at the Prince of what's it? What?
Prince of Wales.
Nah, it wasn't that one. It was across the road from Fitzy's.
Oh.
No, it was Exit.
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 No, it wasn't Exit either.
Are we talking about the throwdown?
Yeah, the
That
first.
was- So the first one was
What's
in
that
the
called?
bloody.
What was it
It,
called?
it wasn't even a club. It was like a bloody dance studio
Oh,
or something.
I think so. And it was like I think it was like a 200 capacity venue, and there was like 600 people in there. Low ceiling, like the place was like heaving.
Is it like across the road from Fitzy's?
Yeah, sort of.
I played a show there somewhere across the road from Fitzy's once. And it was
Yeah.
like, low ceiling.
I think
like
that might have
real
been it, yeah.
Dingy kind of
'Cause
vibe.
they
to
did
it.
one with Gentlemen's Club there as well.
Yeah.
Fuck,
Yeah,
that was
right,
low.
We did the first one because it was called Throwdown. It was like two Jack Maloney and Jack Butler, the bloody Bunbury bloody madmen. And the first one was
kids
on
are
one of
animals.
theirs like parents' properties, and it was like
Oh,
they
yeah.
built this stage that I don't know how it didn't fall over.
It was
just like
hissing down
it
with
was just
rain.
like it was like the scenes you'd see at like was it Glastonbury where it's just like
Yeah.
people would, it's just a mud pit. And that
a
was-
tree,
that was so
a tree
fun.
got set on fire, like like a grass tree,
Oh, shit.
and those don't go out. So this tree, and we're playing our set, and we're like, can you smell smoke? It's like there's like a fire, like a fucking full blown fire going off.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh my
was so-
god.
It was
So
so lit.
illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that-
So the second one, because they did the second one, and then obviously they were like, no, you can't do it properly again. So
Holy shit.
That was
awesome.
That was the first time I heard Stan MC as well, and
He was there. That's crazy.
so when you see him, give him shit for this. He'll probably like fucking hate the fact that I've said it, but he was.
I'm liking where this is
I'm gonna
going.
get in so much trouble for this. He was MCing and he was like. And I don't even bring it up anymore purely out of the fact that if I mention it to him, he gets so annoyed. He's like, bro, like, let it go, man. It was so long.
Those sets get recorded.
I think I think it's on video, but it's like my fondest memory of him. And he hates it when it gets brought up, but it's just like...
Yeah, I can understand why.
But it was just so fucking funny.
We might have to run this podcast by him before we...
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
Nah,
That's
he
funny.
would do the same to anyone else.
It's just like, but it was just also like how far he's come now from that too. Like,
What year was that?
I think it was like 26. Oh fuck, I don't even remember.
Yeah,
2016,
15 or
15.
16,
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
He's been around for a little while.
Yeah, I met him before he even MC'd. Like, he used to work at Cosmic in Cannington,
Yeah.
and he used to be in like a metal band and stuff. That's how I met him.
Yeah.
And
He
then
was
yeah,
the
he just
drummer, I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I used to like go and see his band when he used to play at Oh Snap at Black Betty's, and
Sick.
then he just appeared. He was this MC, and I was like, oh shit, okay. And now he's killing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
His like freestyle stuff's unreal.
Yeah.
How can you even think of that many words?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How he gets you to like,
Yeah,
get
an
a
object
crowd
or
to like
something.
hold up
Yeah.
a random
Yeah.
object.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he's doing that legit now with
Whose
Rhyme.
Whose Rhyme is it?
Yeah, with the comedian Daniel Delby.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a sick show. We went and saw it at the Craft Beer Garden
Yeah.
in Perth. Yeah, it's fucking sick. Definitely recommend that if you. I think he's in Tom Price this weekend doing it.
Yeah.
Doing a couple of shows up there. So
Yeah, right.
yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Because he does
yeah.
it. It's like a fringe. They do it for like a fringe show as well.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
it for Fringe, and then I think they've just taken it. They've just
Yeah,
made it
cool.
a thing. Yeah,
That's pretty sick. Be
Yeah.
cool if they could like take it like statewide and stuff.
Yeah.
And do it at like a Melbourne comedy festival or something.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they will. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
it's dope. It's not. It's totally unique as well. You got a comedian who's trying to rap
Yeah.
sometimes, and then you got Stan who's a rapper and a comedian,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, he's a funny dude.
Yeah.
Look at Billy right now.
Stealing
Desperately wants to get her fur all over you.
Aww.
Yeah, I got a white dog. It's so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, how do
Yeah.
I have any hair left?
Yeah, right. Between her and her, this place is just like covered in
At
hair.
least mine's not white yet.
Yeah. Yet, yeah.
I'm a boomer, you know.
Yeah,
It won't be long. So,
Back to the hard hitting questions.
Oh, yeah.
well-
Hard hitting question.
oh yeah. Yes.
That's a hard hitting question.
Oh, I had another one, but you asked that one.
Is rollers a subgenre?
No.
Oh.
Okay, we need to pick her up.
Yeah, I was thinking about that before when we were talking about rhythm, like, and people used to get so beat up about that, and they were like, no, that's this, no, I don't know, DNB's DNB.
Yeah.
It's sort of
Yeah.
like dance, it's not, I don't know, it's not really, DNB's the genre, then there's like, I don't know, different sections, like jump up is definitely jump up, but what, I don't know what rollers is.
There's some that are like, yeah, that's definitely. Yeah, I feel like dance floor is kind of on the edge a little bit. It's like
dance floor's
what
kinda weird,
makes
like, I
something
don't
a
know.
genre though?
Yeah.
what makes something a genre,
Yeah.
a subgenre.
Sorry, subgenre.
Just like the elements within it. So like the drums, the swing of it. Like obviously jump up's got a swing to it, whereas rollers.
Well, let's just call it that for like conversation's
For sake
sake.
of
But what
argument,
makes
yeah.
it like what is significant about a roller for them to be calling it that?
I guess it's minimal, is my thoughts with a roller.
I think
Okay.
these days, but
Yeah.
back, I think like old school days, people would say that the drums rolled and rolled and rolled. Whereas now, I think the meaning's kind of changed to like to when people are talking about like deep stuff or, yeah,
Deep or techie is maybe
Techie,
what I'd call, but
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
get beat up about it. So.
nah.
Yeah.
Do
It's
people,
fun
are
to
people actually
argue
serious
about
when
that.
they argue about it? Are some people actually serious about it?
I think I was at like the court the other week and I was having a conversation with a friend and it just about all these different genres. I'm like, it just doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's just fucking music.
It's just drum and
Yeah.
bass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun to argue about.
Yeah, like maybe it's just because people don't like change, and I like my drum and bass how it is, and I don't want anything new coming in and changing
Yeah.
it. So rollers ain't a genre.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't. If it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't.
It's a threat to my knowledge of drum and bass. I feel like I know everything about drum and bass, and that's making me feel insecure.
Am I out of touch? No, it's the kids that are wrong.
It's the children.
It's the children that are wrong.
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah.
And then, like not drum and bass related, just whatever.
Uh-oh. I didn't think about an answer for this one. Fuck.
Do you have an unpopular opinion on something, anything?
I don't get the hype around avocados.
Oh, get out.
Yeah.
Get out.
That's a juicy one.
That's pretty unpopular.
Wow.
I had it once on breakfast. Like, why do people get so excited about this? So that's mine. There you go.
Wow.
So it's pretty
I
unpopular.
thought we were friends, man. I eat like probably an avocado a day.
Really?
Yeah. Same.
Legit.
Yeah, I don't really like avocado.
What?
Like every now and then I might have like, if I get like a burrito and I feel like it in there, I might get it, but it's nothing really significant. Like guacamole, it's like, it's only good because you're adding a bunch of other shit to it.
Fair enough.
Okay.
It's just
Really
green,
good.
it's just green
It's green mush.
mush, yeah.
It's
cool.
great.
Yeah.
Green mush.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I genuinely, I always have unpopular opinions, but right now I just can't.
Yeah.
I'm
I would have
full
thought
of
it'd be
them.
easy for you.
Yeah.
Give me something to whinge about, I'll fucking go for hours.
Oh god.
No, I can't think of anything. What are you gonna say?
No, I'd love to have like be anonymous on Facebook and just like argue with people. That would be so much fun.
I mean, you could.
It's like, 'cause it's-
You just make an
Yeah.
anonymous account. Or
No,
just,
you get banned pretty quick these days on Facebook if you're arguing with people.
I
I
was
got a.
on Twitter last week. I was getting in a big argument because I'm a big Freo Dockers fan.
Oh, yeah?
And I was at half time of one of the games against the Swans, and we weren't doing very well. And I was just getting into big arguments on Twitter.
I'm surprised you use Twitter. I don't know.
Yeah,
anyone
I
that
love
uses
Twitter.
I've got it, but I don't use it.
Yeah.
I think it's a good.
Yeah.
I hate. It's good for news because it's like the feed's kind of like chronological. It's not like Facebook where.
Yeah,
I don't even know I have Facebook because it's a waste of time now. Like you never see
Yeah.
posts like.
Yeah.
When you see a post, it's like 3 days later or something. It's, I like Instagram and Twitter, but
Yeah, I like
Instagram's
Instagram.
annoying as well because they've made the feed like not chronological. As well.
Yeah. Ever
Yeah.
since Facebook bought it, it's
Yeah.
kind of become a bit more like Facebook, which is like.
I spend way too much time on Instagram and TikTok and
Oh,
Yeah,
you
you
got
use
TikTok.
TikTok?
yeah.
You got any videos up on there yet?
No, I don't actually, but
I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but fuck TikTok. Fuck that fucking app.
Have you used it before?
I've never even installed it. No, never.
That's why you don't get
knock
it.
till you try it.
I just think like I've seen TikTok videos, and yeah, I like there are some like cool creative videos and stuff, but then you have like fuckwits like Bryce Hall and like Addison Rae and stuff who have got famous from TikTok for just
Yeah.
doing nothing. Like I've seen some videos where they'll like have some quote come up and they'll be like, ugh, or like make some face, and then it's like 10,000 views. It's like, but you did
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
there's a lot of rubbish,
Yeah.
but there was a lot of good. I follow a lot of lawn TikToks.
Like lawn porn.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Lawn porn.
Yeah, like
like a
really
really nice
nice lawns.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's right up your
Like,
alley,
golf
Holly.
TikTok as well.
But I feel like TikTok just came from Vine. Like Vine
Yeah,
did the same
yeah.
thing, but the
Yeah.
people who like created stuff on Vine like actually made some really cool creative stuff. Like Getter, like when he got famous on Vine, like some of his shit was so funny.
Yeah.
And like Nick Coletti as well.
They're genuinely funny dudes.
Yeah. But like I think with Vine, and I think the same thing with TikTok, is like a lot of those guys have realized that that's not sustainable, because 5 years, not even 5 years, I reckon 2 years, TikTok won't be cool anymore, and they'll have to go to like YouTube or some new platform, and they just won't survive on there.
Yeah.
I saw those blokes. What was their names? The inspired unemployed.
Oh fuck, they're funny.
Because I guess they probably post their videos everywhere, but like now they're doing like commercials for like. Is it
Yeah, they were on
Bond or
Vogue. Like, they were on the
Tradies
front
or
cover of
something?
Vogue, which is
Jesus.
like crazy.
Yeah.
I think it was Vogue. It was some fashion
So-
magazine. But yeah, they're funny as well.
Their videos are great.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah,
I don't know who
it's
that
like
is.
so. Speaking of like social media guys, like like Jake Paul and Logan Paul.
Oh, okay.
So Logan
yeah.
Paul, I'm pretty sure like right now is boxing Floyd Mayweather.
Oh,
It's he's boxing Floyd Mayweather, like the greatest boxer to like arguably ever
wait,
live.
which one, Logan or Jay?
Logan Paul. Logan Paul's fighting Floyd Mayweather, and then his brother is boxing Tyron Woodley in August, who's like a 5-time UFC world champion. It's fucking
Why?
bizarre. Money. They're all getting paid so much money.
Yeah,
For it.
I guess so.
But like Jake Paul, like because they initially started out as this YouTube boxer thing where these YouTubers would have beef and they would box, and then it became really popular. And then Jake Paul's like, well, I'm a real boxer now. And, you know, he fought this guy, Nate Robinson, who's like an ex-NBA guy, knocked him out in the first round.
Didn't he fight an ex-boxer as well?
He hasn't fought an ex-boxer yet, but he fought a guy called Ben Askren, who's an ex-MMA fighter.
Yeah,
Oh, that must have
that's
been-
the one I
But
heard of.
Askren's only ever been known for wrestling. Like, the guy couldn't punch himself out of a fucking wet
Yeah,
paper bag.
and he's like a lot older than Jake Paul as well.
I think he was 50, just had hip surgery. Jake Paul knocked him out in the first round.
God.
The guy's
So
got a
dumb.
good. He's got good like basic boxing knowledge, but he will not fight a boxer because he would just get pieced up.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
he
That's
is,
so
isn't he?
dumb.
Fighting Floyd Mayweather? Or is
No,
that,
Logan's
that's the
fighting
other
Floyd
one?
Mayweather,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's an exhibition fight. No one is going to technically be a winner, but knockouts are allowed. Whether they will or not, though, I don't know.
Wow.
But yeah, this Tyron Woodley guy, he's got a pretty good arm on him, so I'm hoping he knocks Jake Paul out and the guy just goes away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just back into
Yeah.
his hole.
Yeah, and now these TikTok guys are doing boxing now too, and
God. I don't know, man.
dumb.
All this shit makes
So
me feel old.
yeah, I don't know. That's kind of like my social media thing that I sort of watch. That circus that goes on. It's entertaining.
I suppose it is.
Yeah.
People watching is always good.
Keeps me young.
Yeah.
Yeah, it keeps you grounded.
Yeah.
Well, we had a game in mind, so I'm gonna get you a whiteboard each. You go on the floor.
It's like the biggest struggle
Okay.
Hey,
One for. Oh wait, did we need the whiteboards for this one?
ever. I don't know. What is it? Name a producer that starts with the letter you're assigned.
No, I actually don't think we need the whiteboards for this one. I'll take that.
Do we get like a little buzzer thing? A soundboard?
No, so it's
We didn't
just
use
like,
the soundboard.
Wait, is this playing sound?
Air
right now?
horns.
Where's the horn?
Where's the applause one? Maybe every time we get a question right, we can do the applause.
Okay.
And then if we get one wrong, we get the wow wow wow.
Hey.
Okay,
And trombone.
Love it.
So we just go through the alphabet, right? So you just go like, obviously start with A. You say producer that starts with A. Then it goes to B. So you say something that starts with B.
Yeah.
But you just have to kind of keep going and try and
Right.
not take too long.
Doing a rock paper scissors.
All right,
would be
if you do
nice.
5 seconds, if you have to 5 seconds, and I'll give you the.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay.
I'll give you a softball. Name a producer that starts with A.
AMC.
All right, there you go.
Bunchin for B.
Well, Camo of Camo and Crooked.
Dimension.
Echo.
Fred V.
Graphics. That was so
Hamilton.
Inja.
J. Fuck. J. Shit, I don't know anyone starting with J.
Is there someone called Jade, a neuro producer?
Oh, yeah, Jay, the guy
there
that
is,
owns
yeah,
Embr.
okay.
Yeah.
You win that round then.
K. Crooked.
Hey.
L.
I'm also thinking what letter comes next in the alphabet.
Can I say Benny L?
Probably not.
Lensman.
Hey.
Mitsubishi.
Oh, nah,
Mr.
come on.
Mitsubishi.
We're not allowed to. It's been cancelled. We can't say Mitsubishi.
He no longer exists.
Yeah.
Or M. I think I'm out on M.
Or you get the.
M. I'm just. Maker.
Oh no shit.
N. Nodus.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh.
Shit, I'm
Oh.
falling apart here.
I forget my alphabet halfway.
Yeah, I have to like
Yeah.
go through it every time.
O.
Wow,
Oh.
I'm falling apart.
Give me the want one.
Yeah, I
you
think
get the
that's
wild.
I'm out.
O. O. Does it have to be drum and bass? Opio.
Opio's
Yeah.
kind of drum
yeah,
and bass.
it's kind of
aren't
in
they?
that weird music sort of field.
Yeah.
Shit,
Yeah,
you
okay.
killed me now.
There you go. Where were we up to? O-P.
P.
Was O mine and I failed?
Yeah, O
And
was
your P?
Alex's.
Oh, my P.
So you're now P.
P. P.
Shut up, Trigger.
P. Fuck. P. I can't think of any.
Yeah, I don't know.
Can I steal it?
Yeah, go on.
Prolix.
Oh.
Nice.
Nice one.
Yeah. Q.
All right, you got Q now.
Gee, is there someone?
Oh,
Is
come
there
on.
someone called Quest? Is that a person?
That's a song.
No, I think.
see.
Yeah, I've got. I don't know.
Okay.
I feel like there's a producer called.
Yeah, it's like. Is it just QO? Is that his name?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there is QO.
Yeah,
QO.
there you go.
Wait, who gets that
I was
point
going to
then?
say QZB.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, well.
I'll give you each one.
Rollers,
point.
mate.
Oh, yeah. Q. I'm gonna P Q R. Rev. Oh, you know.
Yeah.
Jesus, sorry. Get the fuck out.
You're not allowed that one.
R.
Wait, why are you on this podcast?
Who? R. This should be an easy one.
Yeah, you'd think so.
Oh, I got one.
I feel like this is less about a game now, more of like.
Yeah.
I feel like it's probably really obvious as well.
Just looking for all the posters.
I've been scanning them the whole time.
Ah, well, I think we're going to have to get it.
She's an up and coming producer,
Okay.
Ren Zuki.
Hey.
There we go.
I give you 1 point for that because you took too long.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, alright.
S.
S, we'll go sidetrack.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Hey.
That
I was
counts.
going to say state of mind, but
Hey.
S T T T. Fuck what?
This is harder than you.
I'm ready to come in.
Oh.
Alright, still.
Yeah, go on, tag in.
Trey.
Yes. Nice.
Oh, they're upbeats.
Oh.
Ah.
So,
Well,
how
Okay, I'll give
many?
you both points for that.
now you're on you, so.
Well, it's not upbeats. It's just the upbeats.
Yeah.
You can't think of anything.
Nah.
You.
Yeesh.
No. It's probably some like Russian dude starting with a U somewhere.
Yeah, wow.
No.
Can I phone a friend? Phone Tobias, he'll know. Drum and bass artist starting with a U.
I think we all fail.
Yeah, I think we're all terrible people.
Oh, you guys are gonna ulterior motive.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Damn.
Did you just Google that?
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
actually
no,
came
you
up
don't
with
get a
it.
point for that.
No one gets
Yeah,
a point.
yeah.
We all
Yeah, drum and
failed.
bass artist starting with U.
Nice.
T-U-V.
V.
Oh, that should be an easy one.
Oh, I got one.
I got one too.
Go on.
VOE.
Hey!
Hey.
I was going to say Vortrekker.
Who?
Does he produce?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a couple of releases.
Shout out to Tom and Carolyn from
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Shouts out.
W.
W.
Oh, the most boring man in drum and bass, Wilkinson.
Oh, is that an unpopular opinion?
Is that a call out?
Could be.
Did you say underrated or overrated?
No, just boring.
Oh, boring.
That's even worse than.
He's gonna sit down with his cup of tea, watch this.
Oh, he's gonna watch this podcast he's gonna be like,
He'll be like,
Shed a little tear, like.
yeah. I don't.
unnecessary.
What's wrong with tea?
Yeah, fuck you, T.
No, I said nothing wrong. He's gonna sit down with his cup of tea and watch the podcast.
Yeah, that's
What's
what I
wrong with
said.
What's wrong with tea?
I don't know. What is wrong with T?
I've never said anything was wrong with tea.
Okay, we're on
Two.
X. Is there a producer that starts with X?
Silent. I don't know. I don't know.
nice.
Does
Yeah,
he just
yeah.
drum and bass?
Yeah, he does drum
I
and
think
bass.
so.
Ah.
Yeah, nice.
Why?
Oh, I've actually got one, but I don't know if anyone will know him. Go on, you guys.
No, I can't think of
Nothing.
anyone.
No, there's a guy called Yatuza who's kind of up and coming at the moment in the
Oh,
UK.
yeah.
Yeah, cool.
He's pretty good.
So nobody gets a point there.
No.
I get a point.
Mhm.
And Z.
Whose turn is it now?
I don't know.
I don't know anymore. I think we've sort of fallen apart.
Yeah.
Whoever
The
can
wheels
actually-
have fallen
whoever
off
can
this
think
game.
of one.
It's a disaster.
Yeah.
Z.
Zed.
I mean, Zed's dead.
British drum and bass?
They're not drum. Well, they did. They did the song with Delta Heavy.
Ah, there's a dude
Ah.
called Zorro in the UK too.
Ah.
I'll give you that. So, winner is Maker by 5 points.
By 5
GG.
points. Way.
Good game, mate.
Good job, Maker. You're still relevant.
I'm not washed up yet.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. That was fun. Thanks, guys.
No worries. Thank you for
I
having
do
us.
see knowledge. I've been out the game too long.
Look, yeah. The old DN boomers.
At least you're not here shitting on all the newcomers, you know. That's what a classic Dan Boomer would do.
These kids these days.
These bloody kids.
Got no time for them.
Who, the kids or the boomers?
The boomers.
Yeah.
If I ain't got nothing nice to say, fuck 'em.
That's it. Anything you guys want to plug?
Anything coming up?
Oh, no.
Come on, Alex. Surely you got some shows coming up.
No, none on the horizon. So I'm pretty boring these days. Go to work, come home, play some video games. Poorly play golf on the weekends. That's about it.
So
And
we'll see you in the next golf tournament then.
Yeah,
no,
see you
probably
never
not.
then.
But looking forward to Turno tonight at least.
Hell yeah.
boy.
Hopefully see a few old faces around.
Yeah.
But you're still open to playing gigs?
Yeah, sure.
Hell yeah.
Fuck
But
yeah.
If people want to hear the culture shock tunes I've been playing for 5 years, come see me.
I'm sure they will, man.
Gotta get that, was it crowd reaction every set?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
does what it says on the tin. So.
Yeah.
It's true.
What about you, man?
I've got nothing that I can announce yet.
Ooh,
I do.
spicy.
I got a show coming up at the start of July.
Ooh.
Hint, hint.
Oh.
It just got.
Oh, yes. Okay,
That's
I
an
know.
exclusive for the pod right there.
Exclusive.
Oh.
We got an exclusive soundbite.
That'll do.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, so I don't know like what time and stuff yet I'm playing, but
Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
Hell yeah.
so it's an international support
yeah,
slot.
as far as I'm
That's
aware,
how
I'm gonna
much
look like
we
a
know.
dick if I'm not on the lineup. But I have spoken to the person putting it on, and I'm fairly certain I'm on it. So
And it's the one where there's giant posters of him outside Metro City.
Really? Yeah, I saw one of them last night.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
yeah, well, yeah, that one, and then
Kind of gave it away.
got one at the end of July at Villa.
Cool.
Sick.
Yeah, and then I've hopefully got a tune coming out as well
Ooh.
that I
Hey.
finished the other week.
Nice.
Bit of a spiky boy.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah, so,
Spicy.
yeah, got that. I'm just trying to keep like busy making songs, but I feel like every time I finish a song, I just get this hangover there. I don't want to open Ableton for ages. So.
Yeah, I'm the same. That's
Yeah.
why like I'll always try and start a new one before I finish the last one, so I kind of keep on a
Get the ball
roll.
rolling, yeah.
Otherwise, it's like it's really kind of intimidating to try and sit down and open it.
Yeah. What about you guys? What have you guys got coming up?
We're playing the next bunker. We put ourselves
Oh,
on
yes.
the lineup.
Nice.
Yay. So we're going back to back for the first time in a long time.
Yeah,
Oh,
cool.
wow. I mean, except
Yeah.
for the other weekend at Blender, but that was
That
only like a
doesn't really
15
count.
minute
Yeah,
back to back.
First proper hour set back to back for a long time, and then we're starting a new regular drum and bass night. That's still in the works, but we spoke about it before.
Yeah.
Convenience,
Yeah.
cool little.
Is that rain?
Yeah.
Wow,
Yes, it is.
That
Oh
is-
shit! It's pissing
it's a
down.
lot of rain. I got a song coming out on Monday.
Yay!
Nice.
Yeah, just a little bootleg that I did.
Yeah.
Like started it probably like
Snoop Dogg.
Oh, that one.
3 or 4
Yeah,
years
cool.
ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. We got a show. So we've got the next bunker coming up. That'll be the last one for a little while, at least at the Record Bite, and then show at the. Just that Rosemount. Yeah, the Rosemount. Late July. And then we're looking at a new venue for maybe August.
Yeah.
For another show.
Yeah, wow.
And yeah,
and
just
I got some tunes coming out too.
Yeah.
Just like self-release.
Yeah.
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 Just trying to work on tunes and
Yeah.
the events.
I was going to ask as well, like, in terms, like, when you put your music out, do you, like, are you just more interested in putting, like, self-releasing, or are you, like, wanting to go onto, like, labels and stuff?
Yeah, I was actually thinking about this last night.
Yeah.
Self-releasing gives you so much freedom.
That's true.
You know, you can put whatever you want out whenever you want.
Yeah.
But obviously there's like the credibility of being on a label, which is
Yeah.
a big deal. And obviously they have hopefully bigger reach than you can achieve by yourself.
Yeah.
So a healthy mixture of both
Yeah.
is good, I think. But yeah, I definitely want to get on a label at some point. That'd be
Yeah.
sick. Yeah, there's a few that I especially got my eyes on that I want to
Yeah.
try to do. But then you got to have the material to. And it's all got to suit that label, and
Yeah.
it's all got to come together at the right time. So it's pretty
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, I think I've been thinking about it a fair bit as well. It's like, yeah, like I want to, like I'll send my stuff to labels, but if they say no, I'll just like put it out myself. But then at the same time, I think at like the stage that I'm at, I want to keep like momentum with new music and stuff coming out. So
Yeah. Do you find it's pretty important to be consistent? Or do you not really care
I
about that?
think it is, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I kind of just like do it at my own pace.
Yeah.
Whereas I know
Yeah.
I shouldn't, but
Yeah. But I mean, then it might not be as fun if you feel like you're forced to
giving
do it.
myself deadlines and stuff. Yeah,
Although deadlines can be pretty good.
that's true. Yeah.
So I think just healthy balance of everything.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
don't take it too seriously, but don't slack off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think like when you self-release too, you're like, okay, well I can announce that I'm putting a song out next week when you finished it maybe 2 weeks ago. Whereas like
Yeah.
a label, they'll be like, yeah, we'll release it in 8 months. And you're like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking hate it by then. I'm
Yeah,
gonna forget
I-
about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to feel excited to release a song you've been sitting on for like 2 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you kind of your production ability is like hopefully you've gotten a lot better in
Yeah.
that time, and then you've kind of you have to like promote this tune that you don't really like, and you
Yeah.
think like, oh, there's so much I could have done better.
Yeah.
That's the game, I think.
It is.
Yeah.
It
that's
is
the
what
way
it is. Yeah.
Funny when you hear like a dub or something and you wait so long for it to come out. It's like by the time you get it, I'm bored of that.
Yeah.
Like, you've watched so many.
Yeah.
You've watched clips of it and like
Yeah.
all this and that. You're like, yes, can't wait to get my hands on that. And then
You
by
do
the time
it.
you get it, you're like, kind of bored.
Yeah, so like I was
Yeah.
saying earlier with like those 3 remixes, like the Echo and Sidetrack
Yeah.
ones, like I think I even messaged like Shock One about the Tarantula one. I was like, when are you guys putting it out? And he was like, labels, we don't know. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, it's gonna be
Yeah.
one of those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you don't really, I don't really want to be held down by anyone, but I
No.
think when you're at that kind of level.
When you're doing like an official remix of like Tarantula, like
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
of course you want it
There's
to
only
be
one way to-
officially released.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll get released on their new album.
Ooh.
Maybe because I do have that new album coming out, but then like the Flume one as well, like that. People were saying that it was like the song of the year. Like, was it last year they put it out? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
But then like when will that get released? Because that's also an official remix too. Same with the I don't know about the 17 one, but that Polar and Bryson bootleg of like Circles, that's now an official remix, but they just don't know when they can release it because like
Yeah.
the labels.
Well,
and
that
everything.
is like textbook. Like
That-
what we were saying before, like we've heard it so many times, it's not going to
Yeah.
be special when
No,
it comes out.
it's
Yeah.
not. And yeah,
It's still a good tune, but like the impact is.
and
you
I
kinda
mean
lost it a little bit.
everyone's like
Yeah.
everyone's got it, so.
Yeah.
Even though they shouldn't have it. I don't have it personally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me borrow your.
Well,
USB
like
after this.
because like when I came back into music, I didn't know that it was like a bootleg,
Oh.
and like I got it
Uh-huh.
because I just didn't know. And people were like, how'd you get your hands on that? I'm like,
There's this thing called the internet.
yeah. And they were like, you can't play that. I'm like, okay. All right. What are they
You
going
will
to
be
do? What, are
crucified.
the police going to
Yeah.
arrest me? I'll get cancelled.
Yeah, you.
Dub police.
Dub police.
That's a sick. That would be a good name.
Really cool name for a song.
Dub
I was just
Police,
thinking that
yeah.
Dub police.
I dibs it.
You
No,
need
you got to get into
sirens.
production now.
There's
You
some
gotta-
sirens in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do a
yeah.
collab. Dub police.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Dub police. Dub
We'll just-
police. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they cancel
If anyone makes
you?
this tune, you heard it here first.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. We own the.
We got the
we own
copyright.
The IP.
We're going to sue you.
That's it. We will. Taking everything I worked for.
Okay, let's wrap it up. We've been talking shit for
Fuck out of
ages.
our house.
Thanks so much for coming and joining us.
Yeah.
No worries.
Thanks,
Really
guys.
cool.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Learned lots of things I didn't know about you guys. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thanks for being patient through the technical issues.
Yeah.
And the
dogs.
dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's a journey.
Yeah, I'll deal with it.
What a chore. Hey.
Yeah. Right.
Well,
It's like
we'll
DJing
see you
all over
guys.
again.
Well, we'll see you tonight at Turno.
Probably will see you tonight as well. to be
Depends how
fair.
rubber my arm is. Maybe what's the time? Yeah, give me 2 hours. I might be there. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, it is sold out, so.
I think there is some tickets on the door.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
just,
Yeah.
But you can
really?
just hit up your mate, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, Jeff, this will be out after.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, if you're watching this, thank you for putting me on the door tonight.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right. Well, yeah. Thanks so
Okay.
much, guys.
No worries. Thanks.
Peace out.
Thanks.
And thanks for watching.
You gotta wave to the camera.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.